everyone, and welcome to another episode of It's News to Me. I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm Magdalena. Today we will be highlighting important events happening worldwide, nationwide, and right here in our community.
This past Tuesday, Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders both won the primary in Wisconsin. The Ted Cruz win can make for a historic GOP contested convention. Ted Cruz is quoted saying, "Hillary, get ready, here we come." On the other side, Bernie Sanders has won 6 of the last 7 states. Both Clinton and Sanders have connections in New York and feel positive moving into the next primary. Hillary was a senator of New York, and Bernie was born there. Bernie Sanders says this, "I believe we have got an excellent chance to win New York and a lot of the delegates in that state."
In Mississippi, Governor Phil Bryant signed a bill this week that protects businesses and religious groups from punishment if they deny services. These services include counseling, wedding planning, and adoption support to lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people. Some groups claim that the bill is discriminatory, while others call it the protection of the First Amendment rights.
Now let's check it out with Michelle Martzel.
Hello, I'm Michelle Martzel, Promotional Services Manager here at Batavia Public Library. Please join us at the Library Fair this Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. in the Founders Room. The Library Fair is our kickoff to National Library Week, which is April 10th through the 16th. The fair includes displays, activities, and demonstrations. Staff from all of the library departments will be on hand to answer any questions you may have. You'll also have the opportunity to meet library trustees and members of the Library Friends and Foundation. If you can't make it to the fair, plan to visit the library during the week when we will celebrate individual departments. Monday is Adult Services Day. We'll help you find tax forms and print them for free, although some restrictions may apply. Tuesday is Youth Services Day. There will be a scavenger hunt and a drop-in craft from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the Children's Department. On Wednesday, you can meet the library director in the conference room and/or take a behind-the-scenes library tour. Both of these events will be offered from 10 to 11 a.m., 2 to 3 p.m., and 7 to 8 p.m. On Thursday, we'll be highlighting the hub of the library, circulation services. And then on Friday, there will be free refreshments in the conference room from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I hope you can join us at the fair or for any of the activities next week. Herbs for the Garden and Kitchen, a how-to community program, will be presented on Wednesday, April 20th at 7 p.m. A representative from the Kane County Extension Service will talk about growing, collecting, preserving, and using a variety of herbs, which are a great way to add flavors to your food and fragrance to your home. Please register for this program online or by calling the reference desk. For more information on library programs for children's, teens, and adults, visit the library website. I'm Michelle Martzel, and I hope to see you at the library.
In entertainment news, a federal judge in California announced on Monday, April 4th, that Porsche Cars in North America is not at fault for the crash in 2013 that killed the famous Fast and Furious actor Paul Walker. Along with Walker was Roger Rodas. Both passed away on November 30th, 2013. Rodas's widow was the one who brought up the suit. A separate lawsuit was brought by Walker's daughter, Meadow Walker. Jeff Millam, Meadow's attorney, said that they will not be affected by the decision that was made on Monday. Meadow Walker's lawsuit was filed in September 2015, arguing that the car had multiple design flaws. In a statement, Meadow said that she will continue to fight.
Will there be a new generation of the Jackson 5? In a video released on Wednesday, April 6th, Janet Jackson, age 49, announced that she will be postponing her world tour titled Unbreakable. In this video, she stated, "Please, if you can try and understand that it's important that I have to do this now. I have to rest up, doctor's orders. But I have not forgotten about you. I will continue the tour as soon as I possibly can." We all wish that Janet and her husband, Wissam Almana, the best of luck on planning their family.
Here is this week's Park Bench.
Hi there, I'm Katie Drum, the Marketing and Sponsorship Coordinator at the Batavia Park District, and welcome to the Park Bench. I am bringing you Park District news today from the Batavia Riverwalk. We have some really great events coming up this spring. If you haven't heard yet, the tween nights are all the rage on select Thursday and Friday evenings. The Park District hosts an evening of fun for 5th and 6th graders. They can enjoy games, sports, music, movies, and more. This is a great opportunity to hang out with old friends. You can meet some new kids from other schools, all while in a safe environment. Concessions are also available for an additional fee. You can check it all out on April 29th at the East Side Community Center at 6 p.m. and there's a $5 admission fee. For all the upcoming tween night dates, visit bataviaparks.org. You can also join the Batavia Park District for One World, One Breath, World Tai Chi and Qigong Day on Saturday, April 30th. At 10 a.m. local time, people all over the world practice and share the beauty and the benefits of Tai Chi and Qigong to encourage health and healing and to recognize and celebrate our common humanity. All are welcome and there's no experience necessary. Participants will learn Tai Chi breathing and movement, and children under 14 should be accompanied by an adult. Please register with the Batavia Park District by calling 630-879-5235. There is no fee for this event, but participants are asked to donate items for the Batavia Interfaith Food Pantry, and it's all happening at the Eastside Community Center. And even though winter seems to be hanging on for dear life, spring is the perfect time to book your park pavilion rentals. That's right, we have many opportunities for you and your family to enjoy a picnic at one of our pavilions. Our parks and shelters are perfect for family reunions, get-togethers, picnics, and more. All pavilions are on a first-come, first-served basis. Resident fees in our community parks start at $55 and $45 in our neighborhood parks. Extra amenities may be requested for an additional charge. For more information about those, please reach out to our facility supervisor, Becca Adkins, at 630-406-5282, extension 2162. Other than that, we'll see you next time for more Park District news coming up this spring.
A recent meeting between Donald Trump and GOP strategist Paul Manafort may hint toward campaign changes from the Republican frontrunner. A source from Trump's inner circle advisors has stated that Manafort has really taken over and started reorganizing the campaign. A player with the GOP has stated that Trump has a remote chance to get the 1,237 delegates needed to clinch the nomination on the first ballot.
BATV and the High School Video Club are holding auditions for any BHS student to host After the Bell. After the Bell is a talk show about things that happen with BPS after the school bell rings. Host sit down with athletic teams, after-school clubs, and give story updates about great happenings around BPS. Auditions will be Tuesday, April 12th at 2:45 p.m. in the BATV Fulto Studios inside Batavia High School.
Here is Bill McGrath, Municipal Minute, and Catherine Fitch with the board brief.
Hi, I'm Bill McGrath, the City Administrator. Today is Tuesday, April 5th, and this is the version of Municipal Minute for this week. The City Council, acting as the Committee of the Whole, have recommended that the full City Council approve an ordinance that would allow the sale of alcoholic beverages from stores that also sell vehicle fuel, in other words, gas stations. Several of the stations have come into the city and asked for permission to do that. Several other communities in the area now allow that. And the fact is that the businesses done at gas stations is a lot different than it used to be years and years ago. The caveats or the conditions that will be placed on the issuance of those licenses will be that anybody who does sell the liquor at the gas stations will be required to go through the formal Bassett training that all of our bartenders and managers have to go through elsewhere in the city. So we think it just will add to the convenience for our residents. We think it'll help increase traffic at those stations for out-of-city residents, and that way we can garner some more assistance in getting some sales tax, because we're always looking for ways to try and shift some tax burden onto other people. We're seeing some more activity in the building market, especially in the industrial area. We're talking now tentatively with some people about building a new industrial building of pretty good size. Hopefully that'll come to fruition, but there is more activity in the building area. I know that residential home sales have been increasing, and now we're just at the beginning of the sales season. So it is good news not only for those associated with the real estate industry, which really are a lot of different businesses, but for the city in general. As you may know, the city has an emergency operations center. It also has an emergency operations plan required by state statute so that we can respond and assist the community in the event that there is an emergency of some sort. We also have the Emergency Services and Disaster Agency, ESDA, which are voluntary members of the community who work through the Batavia Fire Department and are ready for emergencies. They help do tornado watches. They help with the traffic control when we have some accidents, or as happened last weekend, some of the power poles came down, so they're of real value to us. In any event, we also work with Kane County ESDA, and they helped facilitate a tabletop exercise for us last week. It was a small exercise. It proposed the landing of a tornado here in the city, and we practiced working according to our emergency operations plan. It was a successful exercise, and we'll continue to do those to be on top of any possibility. Of course, we have agreements with other municipalities in the public works area, in the electric area, in the code enforcement area, specifically building inspections in case there was a calamity that required buildings to be looked at for livability. And so we are linked up to many outside resources in case anything happened here. We have acknowledged that or seen that there's some erosion occurring on the banks of the Fox River. There's some erosion down near the main electric substation south of Wilson Street on the river, as well as some erosion north of the Wilson Street Bridge that could possibly imperil a sanitary sewer line that we have. So the city budgeted money to take a look at that, do an engineering investigation, and the RFPs are out. The people who were going to respond had a mandatory meeting here with the city engineer and a visit to the site. They'll be getting those proposals in by April 11th, and we hope to do some repairs of those riverbanks this year sometime. Some of the riverbanks are actually held by private landowners, and they've been very cooperative in working with us to give us some easements so we can go on those properties and do some investigation as much as we can. And then, depending on what the solution is, we'll work with them to get easements to actually do some true stabilization of the banks. This is totally different from the project to try and come up with some plans for the entire river as it comes through the city that we'll be doing with our partners, the Batavia Park District. We're still in some meetings with the Park District staff to get an idea of the scope of that, how planning for the entire river area in the community might relate to some of the very specific, say, sub-projects. The main one, of course, that everybody is interested in is what will happen to the dam, and if in the event the dam is either taken out or goes because it deteriorates, what will happen to the depot pond, and to make plans to try and preserve that as best as we can. So I'm sure this will be a community effort, and at some point process will be communicated to the community, and I'm sure it won't be a short process, but that is something the City Council and the Park Board want to start working on. The bids have come through, or are coming in, for the Wilson Street Sidewalk program. That's a single project to get to link the sidewalk that ends in front of Heritage Ridge facility on East Wilson, along Wilson east to Kirk Road. Plus, the developer of the Speedway station has put in, or is putting in, some pedestrian signals so that the walk to and the crossing of Kirk Road to get across to the new Speedway will be safe for everybody using it. Additionally, the annual sidewalk program and curb program is beginning on both sides of town in the next couple of weeks. There are going to be a few areas where people will not have access to their driveways for a few days because we're redoing some driveway ramps. Anybody who might be inconvenienced in that way will be directly contacted by our contractor. You'll be furnished with some placards to put in your cars that will allow you to park your cars on the street overnight during that period of time, and you'll have plenty of notice that this will happen. I just would caution anybody who not only who parks their cars on the side of the street overnight, but people who actually park their cars in their driveways, to make sure they just use common sense, lock their cars at night, take out any laptops or anything important, cameras, etc., that are oftentimes left in the cars, because the fact is we do have some people who roam from neighborhood to neighborhood, and if a car is unlocked, they certainly will not shy from taking anything away. And the fact that a car is in a driveway means nothing to some of these people, so the best practice is to just lock the car at night and not leave anything valuable in it. This week marks the beginning of your ability to put yard waste out for pickup. You need to put it into one of the craft paper bags or a clearly marked can, marked landscape waste, and either of those have to be have a sticker on them, which you can get. They're the same stickers you use for your regular garbage, and those bags or containers are put out on the same day as your regular garbage pickup, and that will take care of that. In May, the actual brush pickup will start. You can get more information on either of those programs by going to the front page of the city website. There's also, by going to the website, you can get information on the city's annual rain barrel sale, which takes place in the next couple of weeks. A presentation on water conservation that's going to be given here at City Hall in the next couple of weeks, and an extension of the city's Parkway Tree Program, so you can participate in that if you would like to. And that's about all I have for this week, and stay tuned for another Municipal Minute in a few weeks. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Catherine Fitch. I am the chair of the Batavia Foundation for Educational Excellence, and I'm very honored to be here on behalf of the foundation and the Batavia Public School District to talk to you about a wonderful event we have coming up on May the 6th. What this event is the IncubatorEDU Shark Tank Pitch Night. And what that means is we have brought, along with the school district, this curriculum to Batavia High School. There are 2 courses in which we have 12 teams of juniors and seniors that are experiencing an authentic entrepreneurial experience within the classroom. We have had members of the community, parents, business owners that have come forth and been coaches and mentors to these students to help them truly understand what it's like to go through the process of starting your own business and learning all the steps. What May 6th is the culmination of all of their hard work. Of the 12 teams, there will be a select group chosen to present, and we will have sponsors, we will have members who are there willing to potentially invest in these businesses based on the presentations of the students. What we're looking for is support from the community as members of the audience to attend, as well as the foundation would love to see sponsorships from businesses within the community as well. It's these types of sponsorships that allow us to bring this type of curriculum to the high school and within the school district. If you'd like, please visit our website at www.bataviafoundation.org, and you will see the varying levels of sponsorships that are available. If you are unable to sponsor but would like to attend, we would love to have the support within the community, because that's what makes all of this so worthwhile and great for us. Thank you so much.
That's all we have for today, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of It's News to Me. Most of our programming is viewable online at mybatv.com or on YouTube under the username BATV1017. Be sure to like us on Facebook to stay up to date on the station's current happenings. Thanks again for watching. I'm Anna.
And I'm Angelina.
And that's News to Me.
Hey, that's news to me.